Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am back working on the retro journal, and I have sewn around some journal cards to get us going. I found some Tsunami Rose that I had tucked in my ephemera box that I think will work. So I don't know, that might be enough. We'll see. We'll make some stuff if not. So first I want to say hi and hugs to Cindy, Anne, Kat, and Melody. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for your comments. So we had come to the conclusion with this little book that we needed some big stuff, big stuff, which we found a few things that would work, but we still have more we need to tuck here and there. So we need to do something with the sacks. Got to remember that. Yeah, so like something behind there, like one of these would probably be good. I need to find some focal images for these before we use them. I just had a thought. We do have this cute little guy. He's very cute. I think he'd go good there. Or do we like him there better? I don't know. I think that one will be good. So I remembered about him. We have a couple little tags we could tuck in here and there. So we'll do that. And then there's some postcards too. So I'll keep those out so we remember to use those. Okay, so I need to get him glued on there. And then we need to find some images we like for that. So I'm going to go back to these Tsunami Rose ones. These little guys are so cute. That's a bit wide. Let's see here. There's these little snowmen. Oh, I love this guy. I love this little... I meant to kind of figure something out and get them cut out before I got on camera, but I didn't remember. So here we go. We're going to do a little fussy cutting. That's okay. Yeah. So hope you're having a good day today. It's my last video to film before I take the weekend off. So that's exciting. Off of filming. I have really liked doing that, you guys. It has, like, I'm just chomping at the bit by Monday to start to film again. So I think it's been a really good thing. I'm not going to do that leaf. I think it's been a really good thing to just have a couple days to not think about, you know, what am I going to film, and you know, and making sure I have time to get everything together and to do it, you know. And it kind of opens me up to do a couple of other things. Sometimes around my house, rarely, because, you know, and my gal that does come help me with the cleaning, she comes on Saturday now, so that's good. It was hard to film the day that she was here just because I never know when she's going to have a little question about something. This is fun. Gotta love a candy cane to cut out. Okay. Anyway, I think it's been really good. I feel like it's beefed up my creativity a little bit. I mean, honestly, I'm going to have to look. I'll look at my Etsy when all's said and done. But I have made a boatload of Christmas journals. I've gotten so many digitals and everything that, yeah, I have ended up making quite a few. And I actually have one more digital that I'd almost love to do, but I don't know. I think I might save it for next year. yeah, it's gotten, I mean, it was kind of a crazy year this year for Christmas digitals. Very fun though. Oh, I've enjoyed every single journal. It's just been, because they've all been so, I mean, they've all been Christmas, yes, but they've been so different, really. So, oh my gosh, look at him. How cute is he? Kind of blends into that a little bit too much, so I'm going to put him there. Okay, and then this one, what could we do? Maybe this one could be the, almost could fit. Or I could do those little dudes. Let's see how they look. Okay, I am going to cut this out with big scissors. And then switch to little scissors. Plus, cutting on camera is just not something I'm very good at, but I do enjoy it, sitting upstairs watching TV and doing it. Now I do it in the afternoons of the weekend because it's too dark at night. I can't see what I'm doing. I do have an OTT light, but I just don't know that I want it in my living room. I'm going for style over function, I guess. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, they blend right in, don't they? I don't love that. So, I also like these snowmen here. Or what about these little girls? Are they too tall? Oh gosh, they might be cute. You know what is I might do is put something behind them so it's not so busy behind them. These are cute though. I mean, and they go perfect with this journal. So we will take the time to fussy cut. I don't have any news to tell you. I mean, honestly, if I could think of an old story, I would tell you that, but I can't. Oh. So I do have one. I have a Christmas story. I just had to think for a minute. So when my kids were small, I was working at the college, and I hadn't been working there very long. I kind of know the time frame because the one gal that I worked with, she ended up having lung cancer and passing away, and she was still alive when this happened, because, and she'll work into the story here in a second, but so we were struggling, let's just say financially. We were really struggling. My husband had he had worked in business. He has an accounting degree, so he had worked in business. He actually has an accounting degree from the college where I was working. So anyway, but he decided to go into education. Just wasn't happy doing what he was doing, and so he decided to go into education. Well, he took another job at the company he was working at that could be done after hours. It was like a data analyst type of job. And so he was working full-time at that, and then he was also taking classes at the college again. He had 2 years that he had to do to get his teaching degree. So, and then, and meanwhile he's doing homework, and he's got 4 kids. So of course, I mean, I kind of took over everything house related, kid related, anyway, through that time. But anyway, and I was working full time at the college. So anyway, we were struggling. I mean, it was one of those times when making a Christmas for our 4 kids was pretty tough. So, anyway, so one evening the doorbell rings and it's my boss. And I'm like, hi. I'm thinking, uh-oh, this can't be good. I'm like, I said, well, hi, come on in. He said, I'm just stopping for a second. I just had this for you. And it was a Christmas card. And in the Christmas card was $50 cash. And it was not signed. And I said, Tom, did you do this? And he said, I don't know who it's from. It was just, I was just told. I don't know if it was left on his desk. I don't know. So anyway, $50, and I was so thrilled because I could get each of my kids a gift for $12, I mean, and I had some things for them. I had shopped garage sales, and, I found some clothes and things at garage sales for them. But I was so excited because I could get them each a $12 gift, and I was beside myself. I cried and everything, which is embarrassing in front of your boss, but it wasn't the only time he saw me cry. Poor guy. That's what happens when you hire somebody who's sensitive. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, the kids got an extra present under the tree, and I never did find out who did it. Now, it could have been a variety of people. Could have been my boss. It could have been this lady that I was telling you about earlier. Could have been her. It could have been our friend, Father Gene, who... he was my boss's best friend. So I always thought that kind of made sense because, he could have given it to Tom and said, take this to the Augustinellis, but don't tell them where it came from. Oh, yeah, that's cute. And I don't think I'm going to put anything behind it. I like it how it is. Okay, so anyway, so that was quite, well, it was quite a Christmas because, I mean, Mike was doing triple time. For a while, he kept his regular job, did this other part-time job at the same company, and was doing school. And then he ended up having to stop doing his day job, and he had a lot of hours he was able to put in with the other one. But, and then, the good thing is, I think nope, he had to pay for school because I hadn't been there long enough. So it was under 3 years, because after 3 years, your family gets, free tuition where I worked, which is how my kids went through school. They had free tuition from my working there, and then they worked to pay their room and board because I insisted, since they were in their own hometown, that they live on campus, because I mean, I wanted them to have a normal college experience. Yeah, so anyway, you know, we we borrowed against his retirement fund for him to go to school, and happily all that worked out, and we still have a retirement. But yeah, that was kind of crazy when I think back on it. But so kind of whoever that was that ended up gifting me that. So yeah, so it was definitely a humbling experience. I've thought of it many times as I've seen on the news the lines at the food banks and stuff in the country right now. And so yeah, we try and give back as much as we can, because that was quite something. So yeah, so we support our local food bank. One of the director of our food bank is married to a gal that I worked with at the college. So that's kind of cool. And they do really good work. I mean, I've volunteered there, you know, during the holidays to, you know, fill food baskets and stuff like that, and help the shoppers and that kind of stuff. That was before I started doing what I do with you all. You know? But we still give monetarily, because I just think it's important. And then, oh, this was so fun. The gal that I worked with at the college, her mom was a friend of mine from the time this gal that I worked with was born, actually. And she passed away. Gosh, was that just last year? I think it was just last year at around this time. And so anyway, her daughter and her daughters and son, they do a book drive, because she was a teacher. I think I want to put something over that. Anyways, so yeah, so I donated to that too. Oh, look, it's a snowman. Maybe this is a snowman page. We're going to put the snowman in there like that. Good. Okay, there's this, which would be fun to have Santa peeking up over his little eyeballs. And then maybe we'll put in one of the postcards too. How about these little people? Oh no, her. Oh, it won't fit that way. Doggone it. That's all right. We'll put Santa down a little bit, and we'll put her at the top. I like her green. The green and the red ties that together kind of nicely. Okay, we need something to go in there, which, why not use one of these postcards? Yep, that's what I'm going to do there. That's done. So yeah, that was a blah, blah, blah kind of moment, wasn't it? I was just telling you all sorts of stories. I was just wondering if that would fit in there. Close to. As well. And then, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, what else do we have? We could put something behind there. We don't have to, though. Oh, goodness. We need something behind this one. These just keep falling out. They just are not staying in there. I don't know. No, maybe this one. Oh, that would be cute. Just having the puppy peek out. Okay, that one's good. Need something here. Maybe we'll put that behind, and then got some tags. I could put a tag in, let's do the Christmas card list. Like that. Okay. This one needs something. We'll just put Santa there. Oh, I still need something for there. I mean, I could just tuck that there. Maybe that's what I'll do. It doesn't have to come out the bottom. That's okay. Need to do something with the sack. I think we filled all the pockets though. Oh, let's put this behind there. Perfect. Well, while we're at it, let's put this Christmas card list behind there if it will fit. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Could I cut it off a skosh? I maybe could. I'm just going to cut off right here because this little birdie, or let's see if, sorry birdie, I chopped off his legs. Oops. Okay, yeah, that works. Alrighty then, I feel like we have the sack and that's about it. So, I need to, this is goopy, so I need to do something with that. I do have extras. Like I have this, we could put that in here. That'd be fun. Oh, how about those fellas? Yeah, that'll work. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. Let's talk about food share, I think. Oh, I was talking about the book drive that my friend does to honor her mom. And so I was able to give to that this year too, and that made me happy. Since I'm a big reader. Oh, speaking of reading, you guys, I'm at the end, kind of, not the end, I'm at the last third of my book that I'm reading, The Great Alone. I can hardly put it down. So I think I'll be doing a lot of that this weekend. A lot of reading this weekend. Okay, I like that. That's cute there. Okay, what do we want to do on the other side of the sack, which is somewhere in here? Where, I don't know. There it is. There it is. I think those guys will fit there. Let's do it. No time like the present. What am I using these scissors for? So yeah, I feel happy about that. But anyway, you know, when you're sort of on the receiving line of people's kindness, it sure makes you wanna be able to do the same when you're in a better position, doesn't it? I just think all of these are so cute that Tsunami Rose has. And they are perfect because they go right with what Ephemeral Story has created in her retro kit. So, not sure when I'm going to get it done, but I need to do my last Craftex Ambassador project. Maybe by the time you see this I will have done it, who knows. But I know I gotta, that's on my to-do list. I'm just struggling because it's turquoise and that just doesn't really go with this time of year. So I think I'm gonna do go a different way with it, and I think I'm going to do a more springy, I mean, it's just a more springy color. This is on cardstock, and so it's a little crazy to, I mean, if I was doing it nowadays, I would print it on Red River copy paper or matte photo paper is what I would do, but I didn't. So, and I want to use these up, so I'm doing it. I'm using them up. So, anywho. And of course, these are my Jimmy Joe chewed scissors. So they're a little short on the I got some new ones, but they were upstairs with my fussy cut and stuff up there. And I thought, well, I'll just keep these because every now and again I have to fussy cut something while I'm doing a video. But okay, I might have to go back and get a couple places like here. Right there. And then along the tree a bit. Let's see. That's where the fussy and fussy cutting comes from, right? Okay, good enough. We're gonna call it. Now it better fit, right? Oh, and it does, yes. Good, I really wanted to use that one in here. Let's get all my bits in the garbage. Okay. We're moving right along. I think I'm gonna flip through this. We'll make sure. And then I'm gonna randomly list this as I have been doing with the Christmas journals. And thank you all who have purchased them this year. Goodness. Made a few. Getting glue all over my mat. You know how I don't like to do that. Makes my mat messy. Okay, little snowman. Oops. So I have a couple more small tags, small things I'd like to use. Like I want to use those two. I want to use this and these in this journal. So we gotta find spots. So that's okay if I don't use those. Okay. So we need spots for small tags. Do that there. That works. I like him poking it there. That works. Oh, I've got a couple things in there, but maybe we'll just pop this little doggy in there too. Oh, I don't want him to cover her up though. I love her. I guess I could put it behind. Put this one behind. It'll be a little red poking out there. That'll be good. I was thinking we could do something here, but I don't want to cover any of that up. So, what can we do here? We could maybe put this little doggy back there. Put that there. Let's stick her out this side. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's flip through real quick. Okay, so we have our little Christmas tree front. Oh, and then I want to put lace on. That's the last thing, but we'll flip through first. Okay, then we have these, all these little tags and things, and a ho ho ho. Got that. Got our collage page. Got this fun thing from Journal Me Crazy. Got our little banner tuck. These are cute. Got our little wraparound pocket. Got some more collage because I loved doing that. I'll be doing more of that, that's for sure. We have a little flip down here. And a tag in the back, a little journaling card with our vintage Christmas card. Our little bag that has a Christmas card list. Yeah, this came together so nicely. I love that. That's my favorite page, I think, of the ephemeral story kit. That's a packed pocket there. Fun. Fun, fun. Ooh, that needs a little bit of glue right there. Let's get it. Let's get that glued down there. There we go. That's better. The bingo, and then the back page, which is so happy. I love it. I've really enjoyed this, doing this journal. Okay, but I want some lace down the spine, I think. What lace becomes the question. So, I'm looking here. I want something that's wide enough that it'll go. I was thinking I didn't want colored, but maybe I do. This is an antique lace. Ooh, that would be nice. Yep, let's use that. Okay. And then we can set it aside to dry while we do I don't know what else. We'll figure out something. We always do. Okay. Yes, I like that very much. So, make sure that's the correct side. It is. Okay. Let's get some Fabri-Tac rocking. Let's see. Let's just go right down here. Here, and how wide do we want this? About right there. Okay. Get in a little more glue here. Make sure it stays put. Yep, I'm glad we're doing that because I felt like it needed a little something more. Now I want that to be really straight on the front so that, where's my card? Okay. And I am going to set this aside to dry, and Retro Journal is done. So that will be showing up in my shop one day soon. I'm testing out the top coat here. It's not as bad as it was as far as but it still takes off a little bit when you get the Fabri-Tac on it. That's okay. I'm about ready to redo them anyway. Okay, so look at this. We are to our last journal, which is this cute one. Can you believe it? I need to put charms on the strings of that one, but that's it. Wow, I can't believe it, but I don't know that I have a whole lot made for this one. Let's just see. I have a bunch of, I grabbed out a bunch of critter type napkins that are, you know, are wintry napkins, because I thought maybe we'd put some on the pages or something. The pages that don't have a decoration of some other sort. So I think this one I was going to put like on the back like that. I think that's where that one was going to go. Let's go ahead and go through this and figure out how many pockets we have and how many more we need. How about that? Somewhere here, where's my thistle guy that we did yesterday? So that's a pocket for it. These are to tuck in. This one could be, but we'll see. Okay, so now I have this one that's a little pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do this one, and I have a green one too. Okay, so we were at 5. I'm not going to count that one yet. 6. This is from Journal Me Crazy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, that could be cute in there. 10. So I need a couple more pockets. And I need a lot of stuff to put in, because this is all I have, is hardly anything. Okay. So hardly anything to put in. So 10. So I need a couple more. How about, well, we could definitely do this. And how about a couple of book page pockets is what I'm thinking. Somewhere in here, yep, we have these cute little things. Oh my gosh, that fits perfectly there. I'm going to put that there, and that's either going to go in a pocket or be a tuck, whatever. But yeah, that is super cute. Seems like a lot of stuff in this one is distressed. I'm grabbing my nope, that's not it. Where's my walnut stain? Oh, there it is. I was like, somebody has stolen my walnut stain. How are we doing time-wise? Okay, we've got about 20 minutes left. 5, 10, 15. Okay. And so we'll just get a couple more pockets done for this one. I can't believe this is my last Christmas journal. Theoretically, I do have some. I do have some more. I have some more digitals, but you know what? I kind of feel like just being done and doing some ephemera, which you could do for your, oops, not that one, which you could do for your Christmas journals or just any other journal. I do have my Stamperia winter one to do. But it's not Christmas, it's more so just winter. That's just perfect on there, isn't it? Okay. So we did that. Let's decide what we might like. I could do another one of these Christmas tree things for a pocket. Maybe we'll do that. Yikes. Timber. Things are falling down. Yeah, so let's tuck this back in here and let's give some thought to what we're up to here. Got to remember how to do this. Well, first of all, I don't think I need that on there. Okay, and then we need to open it up. I don't know that I'm going to get this done in 20 minutes, guys, but at least we'll get it ready to go, and then we'll pick out a couple more pockets. Goodness. Here we go. Okay, so we have like that, right? There we go. Let's find the tree. I kind of think I want one of these ones that looks like it has snow on it, because this is kind of a snowy kit. I'm not sure which size will be good. I think it's this one though. He's all hooked up. Gosh, die cuts drive me bananas, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll use that one. And then we just have to collage the whole thing. I lost him for a second. Where'd you go? Okay, so we could get that all glued, so that's in there. Let's do that. We'll do that, and then I'll collage it in another video, because just gonna put a dollop of glue to hold the tree where it belongs. Actually, we're just going to go around. I'm not getting too close to the edge because I don't want it to smoosh out. Okay. That lined up as well as we can. Okay. Okay. So there we go. That part is good. Then we just have to do the rest of it. On this one, you know, because this we had as a pocket before, but I'm considering having this be, you know, writing space, writing space, writing space. Put this on and then it's a pocket at the top. That's what I'm going to do, I do think. Because behind that, let's see. Just grab some random coffee dyed paper and see. And then if we make that a colorful collage, that'd be kind of fun. Doesn't that kind of look nice with the whole thing we've got going on? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to continue on this. We'll start something else next time. I'm feeling like I'm on a roll now. Let's see. So I want to use my pencil, which is over here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Okay, I need to cut some that size. See, this would be a bigger leftover. That's what I always try to do when I cut, is leave the biggest leftover that I can first and then smaller ones afterwards. Okay, so we'll put that here like so, and then yep, and then so I need I need two more this size. Let's get some paper. This one looks pretty good. Okay. And I'm going to do one more. Okay. And this time I'm going to do this strip. And then I'm going to cut these two. Like so. Okay, let's see if this is going to work like I want it to. Okay, so I'm going to put one here, one here, and one here. Yep. Okay, so with this, I think I'm going to run a bead of glue down this edge, just so it's a little more pressed down. Okay. So let me do these two on here. Okay. So this one, I've got this whole situation going. So I'm going to put the glue on here. Like that. Decide which side I want. And then smush that down. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one on this side. Okay, so then we have that, and then we're going to put this one here. Okay, I'm going to go out to the edge on this, and it'll leave a little bit of a, can you see that little black line down? A little bit, not too much. So then this is going to be adhered to our page like this, but then we'll flip this out and this for writing. Okay, super happy with that. So then I just have to collage it, which I don't think we have time. No, we don't have time. So let's decide which other book pages. So this means this is thing 11 to put in. What else do we want? We don't have a lot of big things, so I might do like one of these. One of these, and just deciding. I do like to have some side tucks like this. So let's do, so that was 11, 12, 13. So we would only have one. Let's just do this little side tuck. Okay, cool. And then we can maybe, somebody rang our doorbell. It's snowing. It's snowing again. Yay. Must be a package. Well, all of Mike's presents have gotten here, so maybe it's for me. Oh, look at this, would be fun. Kind of right on there. That might be fun. And I'd like to put something there too, maybe. And now his phone's ringing. He's a busy guy up there. I might put that on there even though it kind of is too long. I do like that. I could put it like this and cut it so that so you can still see some of the stitching. Yeah, I think that would be cute. Okay, I need to do just inside of this line. Like so. Okay, and I can put something on here too. No. Is that too much? I mean, it'll have things in the tuck. I don't know. I'll think about that one. And then this one, what do we have? I feel like I'm starting to run out of small bits. What's this bit? Some candles. That's pretty. I mean, I could tuck those around. Those don't have to be there. I think I might do that there. And this little guy, what are we going to put there? Maybe just a little something like that. Layered on with something. So that gives us a starting place for tomorrow. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna call it good here. Oh, wait 1 second. We're all dry. So let's check out our. Wait 1 second. I'm not really done yet. Yes, I like that. There we go. So there's the cover of that one. Oh, it's so fun. So crinkly. I love it. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And we will just see you tomorrow. And have a grateful day. We'll see ya. Bye.